Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a video for you guys that I think you'll find very interesting. As you guys can see from the title, this is my dating in Atlanta video. As you guys know, I just moved to Atlanta almost 6 months ago, so I wanted to share my dating story of, just how it is during COVID as well. So if you want to see my thoughts, my pros and my cons of what I think about dating in Atlanta and the Atlanta men out here, please stay tuned for the video. Don't forget to hit subscribe down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I upload a video. So let's jump into this video. So to start this video, we have like a little mukbang kind of thing, if you will. We have some Zaxby's today. If you are in Atlanta, you know that Zaxby's, if you eat meat, Zaxby's is so good, you guys. You cannot go wrong with Zaxby's. It's one of my favorite places. So we're gonna eat and we're gonna chit chat a little bit. So let's get into the pros, what I think the pros are as far as dating in Atlanta goes. So I wrote down some stuff here. So for the first pro, I think, is there's a lot to do out here. So if you meet somebody and, I feel like it's very easy to go on a date somewhere. There's always something going on, and there's bars, there's restaurants, there's lounges. Even, though there's COVID right now, I feel like you can still kind of get away and be off in a corner somewhere, just you and, the person that you're on a date with. Because I know when I went on a date, we were in like a little secluded area together where we were it was a very intimate setting where we got to sit, we got to talk. So it was actually a good first date. But that's one of the pros, as well as there's a lot of driven people out here, successfully driven people. There's always, the men out here are very driven. Like, I applaud them because everybody has like some kind of hustle going on out here. So it's very motivating when you're dating, because you can see like these people who are, young, who already have like so much going on for themselves. So it's very inspiring. And I've met some guys who have really good manners, like real good manners, just gentlemen, which is so major to me. When I'm dating a guy, I love for him to open my door for me. I love for him to, walk on, the right side of the road for me. Like, I just love stuff like that. Like, chivalry is everything to me. So I've met some guys who, they all have been gentlemen, fortunately. So I've been lucky with that. And what is another pro? I don't know any more pros. I think those are my top pros out here. You meet a lot of nice people. I've met a lot of nice guys out here. Now, some of the cons I've met, like that I found, are it's difficult to meet, in person because of COVID. So I feel like when you're talking to somebody, sometimes it could be overextended for weeks at a time, a month at a time before you even meet up. And that I really don't care for. That's one of the cons that I have, is I feel like it becomes a pen pal situation versus it being an actual date and me getting to know you in person. So that's one of them. And then another thing I will say is I feel like the men out here are very aggressive. Like, I was in California. I'm not used to the way that you get approached by a man. They're very aggressive out here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It just depends on how aggressive they are, because these fried mushrooms, y'all, they're so good. But yeah, so I feel like the men can be very aggressive out here, and they kind of just be in your face. And I've met several men out here who want to take you back to their house as a first date. Not even take you back to their house. Just come over. Let's hang out at my house. I got drinks. I got board games. And I'm like, that's not a date. I don't know you. So that is a huge turn off for me. And I've met, like I told you guys, at least 5 men who have invited me to their house to get to know them as a date. That's not a date. You being cheap and you acting like you know what I mean? Like, that's I'm not trying to get nobody's money, but it's like, if you want my attention and you want my time, make it worth my while. Don't sit up here and be like, let's just come over and I'll cook. Like, I could cook for myself. I don't need you to cook for me. So there's that. So that's one of the cons that I've been finding. And I feel like a lot of men out here, despite what they may think, they aren't really in their feelings. Like, for real, for real. Like, this one guy I was dating, he seemed really nice at first, but we were dating for a little while, and then for some reason he invited me to his house, and I told him no, I don't go over anybody's house on a first date. So he went into this whole spiel about, oh, well, I know you have kids, what if you get sick, I just want to make sure you're protected. If we're out, I can't really do anything. If we're out, it's going to be crazy if you get sick. And I'm thinking, why are you worried about me getting sick? And I'm like, yo, I have insurance, first of all. So if I get sick to the point where I can't take care of myself, call the fucking ambulance. Like, what are you talking about if I get sick? So you want me to come over your house because you think something's going to happen to me? I said no. I had to block him because that was a very big red flag for me. And like, he would flirt with me, I flirt back, and he would take it so literal. And like, if I flirt with him, he's like, well, come over now. Come over now. And I'm like, I can't. I'm busy. And he's like, well, I knew you were a tease. You know, you just say stuff, but you don't mean it. Like, it's just, I've had some drama. I've had drama. So, yeah, that was one guy who was just completely insane. He told me I wasn't ready for a real man because I don't want to come over his house. And it was just a whole big deal. So he was definitely in his feelings. Needless to say, I stopped talking to him. I didn't block him at first, but then after a couple of days, of course, he's texting me the next day, good morning, queen, how are you? I just want to see you today. And I was like, I didn't respond because I'm already feeling some type of way. Next thing I know, he's calling me, he's texting me back to back. So I just blocked him because I was like, I don't like this dude anyway. I don't like his energy. So that was one guy that I dated. But I've met some really nice guys as well who have just been really just a breath of fresh air, and it's been really easy dating them. It's been really easy just getting along with them. But there are some things that I feel like, as far as a boyfriend goes, I may not want to take it there with them, but they're still cool people. Like, I'm dating one guy now that I feel like if we don't get to a point where we would be in a relationship, I would still be cool with him because he's just real cool. But back to what I was saying about dating. So be prepared for the games. They are going to play games sometimes. And I think that's just everywhere. I don't think it's more of an Atlanta thing. I think it's everywhere. But one thing I've noticed is that some dudes do like a whole capping situation. You know, they act like they got it when they don't. Another guy I was dating, so we would talk. He would always video chat me. He loved to video chat. So we'd video chat, and he would be in this house that, it was a house that looked like it was nothing to make a fuss about, okay? Like, but then, like, we would talk some days, and he would literally be having money flashing, you know, in the phone, so I could see it, and I'm like, I'm not even that type of woman who's impressed by that, because you could have easily went to the bank, withdrew money just to you know, front online. Like, you got it like that, front on the video chat. So that was something that I really did not like. I was like, that's weird. I don't like that. So he did it the first time, and I kind of just played it off. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just let this one go. But then he did it again. And another thing that I didn't like about this guy was the fact that he would literally be having me around. Like, whenever he's with somebody, he would but he would purposely put the phone in my face or put the phone in his friend's face so they could see me. And I'm like, I don't like that, because that doesn't make me feel safe. Like, when I'm with a man, I like to feel very secure. I like to feel safe. So I don't like no man who is trying to floss me, you know, in front of his friends. That to me is just, I don't feel protected. I feel like if I was out with you and one of your friends is trying to hit on me, you wouldn't really come to bat for me. So that was already a big no-no that I did not like about him. I'm like, I don't like this. And then it was just every time we would talk, he would be talking to other people while he's on the phone with me. And I'm just like, why you call me? Because he would always call me. And I'm like, why are you calling me if you don't have time to talk to me? So that is the situation I had with this one dude. Needless to say, I don't talk to him anymore either. And this other guy that I met, I thought he would be the one. I met this dude at a grocery store, and he was just everything to me at first. Like, I really thought that he was just somebody who I would be with. Like, I just knew it. And mm, just so good. So I thought he was somebody I would be with, but it turns out he actually is just a smooth talker. He will talk everything right out of you. I'm telling you. This man will have you thinking he's gonna just do everything for you. Smooth talker. So once I started to see he was talking so much, I'm just like, but it ain't matching up with the actions. So you telling me you're gonna take me out to eat, you telling me we gonna go places, but ain't none of it happening. So I'm like, stop playing games with me. Stop telling me what you're gonna do if you're not gonna do it. And I told him, because I told him to his face, I said, listen, I don't need you for anything other than just keeping me company and us hanging out and getting to know each other. I don't need you to try to go above and beyond and try to act like you got it like that when you really don't. Like, I'm not saying like money aspect. He had money. He was well off. But I didn't like the way he was trying to just buy me. Pretty much woo me. He was trying to woo me so much to the point where it was just aggravating. And I'm like, just be yourself. I don't need you to promise me that you're going to do this. And then he was just so possessive about me. Like, he would be like, I don't want you talking to nobody else. Like, I know guys talk to you all the time. And I said, yeah, you're right, they do. And he's like, well, I don't want you talking to them. And I'm like, okay, then act like it. You want to be here like a man, then act like it. You trying to be my man, then act like it, because you're not acting like it. And he's like, but I be missing you and I be wanting to talk to you. I said, I can't tell. So it's just a lot of games being played that I noticed, and I will cut you off so quick. I won't even think about it. I don't play games with nobody. I would gladly just get rid of you. So that was one guy that I was talking to. So mind you, there's already 3 guys that I've already been. It's a fail. But this one guy that I met online, he actually turned out to be really, really nice. He's so sweet to me. He's so good to me. We're not together, but we talk very often. And you guys, I don't know if you guys know that. I don't think I ever shared with you that I actually ended up getting COVID shortly after meeting the guy at the grocery store. I ended up getting COVID. So I was, I wasn't that sick. I was okay. Like, it was tolerable. But once I got sick, he started really acting funny with me, and I felt so bad at first because, he was actually over here when I had it, and I didn't know I had it. So I had him in my house. I'm cooking, and we're cooking. He's trying food and stuff with me, and so because I couldn't taste or smell anything, which I should have known I had something because I couldn't taste or smell, but I didn't think about it. So I had him trying all my food for Thanksgiving, making sure everything tastes good because I was cooking. And then when I found out I had it, he just got real ghost on me. Like, he didn't talk to me. He didn't reach out to me. He just was very ghost. And when I called him out on it, I said, I know I got COVID, but me and you can still communicate. Like, I thought we were cool. I thought we was getting to know each other. I was like, you ain't got to come over, but at least call me and try to see what's going, check on me. So he like, yeah, you right. We good though. We good. Don't worry. He's like, it's nothing like that. I don't have nothing against you. He's like, it's all love. Trust me. I don't mean to make you feel that way. I'm going through a lot. So he said he was going through a lot. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But you could still try to, I thought you care about me. That man, he got so ghost on me. But the one guy, the guy that I was telling you guys that I met that was so sweet to me, he actually ended up being there for me more than anybody else other than my family, of course. But he called me all the time. He was texting me every day trying to figure out what I'm eating to keep me healthy. And he was so sweet to me, and I was like, I can't believe him, because he don't know me. Like, he literally met me probably 2 weeks before I got sick, so he didn't even know me. But he called and he texted me every day. He checked on me. He was giving me words of encouragement, like, when you beat this, we gonna go celebrate. You know, it's all good. You're gonna beat this. You got this. So I loved that. Like, that was so impressive to me. So like I said, we still currently talk. We hang out all the time. We always talk. So that's my baby. That is my baby. So yeah. So he's one of the guys that I really really like, and I was glad I met him. But as of right now, I mean, I don't have much going on as far as dating. I'm kind of over it at this point. To be honest, I am really tired of dating. I just want to find somebody that I really connect with and that connects with me, and that we just like each other. Now, the guy that I'm dating right now, currently, I feel like we're moving in that direction. We haven't put a title on anything, but we constantly are talking to each other every single day, if not every day, every other day, but mostly every day we talk. So other than that, I mean, and he's every bit of a gentleman. If you're watching, you know who you are. He is every bit of a gentleman to me. He will open my door for me. He don't let me get in the car without opening my door first. He closes the door for me. He watches me leave to make sure I got in and I'm good. He tells me to text him every time when I get home to make sure I'm safe. Like, it's just, that man, he's amazing to me. But yeah, so dating in Atlanta. I hope this video helps somebody, because girl, this right here, it's a lot of roller coaster, honey. It's a ride. But you just gotta love yourself. That's what it comes down to. At the end of the day, for me, I know I need to love myself, because anytime I go through this with some man and I fall out with him, it just brings me back to loving myself more and knowing my worth more. So right now I'm very confident who I am. I have high self-esteem because I know what I bring to the table. I know I can pay everything by myself. I don't need a man for anything other than just, you know, some good company, just a good conversation, just to keep me company, hang out, let's have fun. That's the only thing I really need a man for right now. You know, and if it happens to be somebody who we end up getting into a relationship, of course I would want to build with that person. But just starting off as dating, I don't need him for anything other than just company. So, you know, that is always a plus. So make sure you have something to bring to the table, because if a man leaves you, you don't want to get to a point where you don't even have anything left once he left you. Like, you got to be able to keep yourself going. You got to be a strong woman and pick yourself up every time something happens, because even though we have high expectations for people that we're dating, that's our expectation. We don't know what they have set for themselves. So it's, at the end of the day, they treat you how you treat yourself, pretty much. So if you treat yourself good, you teach them how to treat you. So if you want to be valued, then treat yourself like that. Don't be running around here doing all these wifely duties when you're not even the girlfriend. So that's another thing that I want to say is, I've met a lot of men who want me to overdo it for them. Run my back, brush my hair. You gonna buy me this? Buy me that. Pause. No, I'm not. I'm not your girlfriend. Oh, you gotta be my girlfriend? Yes, I do. You damn right I do. I don't just cook for people. I don't buy stuff for people. I don't do nothing for no man unless you gotta earn it. I don't be out here just giving out free meals. I don't be out here just cooking. I ain't out here letting people just stay in my bed. Like, no, I'm very picky. And I do have high standards when it comes to what I want, as far as what I would tolerate. And for those who don't mind, they'll stay there. For those who do mind, they're gonna be gone. Just like I told you guys, these 3-4 guys, whatever, they come and go. But the ones that don't mind your standards, they're still gonna be there, because that's what you want and that's what they're willing to put up with. So real recognizes real. You guys know that. So if a man likes you and he wants to be with you, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. You're never gonna have to question what's going on, where do I stand. As far as being in a relationship with the person, yes, I feel like those things take time because you don't want to jump into something so quick and then find out things about them later that you feel like you just rushed it. So I'm all for taking it slow and just making sure that, we're moving in the right direction. But as far as, knowing your worth, you have to know your worth. You have to know that you deserve to be loved. You deserve to be treated well. You deserve everything that you feel is something you deserve. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't need, you got to lower your standards because your standards are too high for me. No, the ones that can put up with you, they don't mind your standards. Trust me. Some men will never mind what you have to say because if they like you, and they're going to try to get to being with you. They're going to do everything they can to be with you. So I'm going to wrap this video up because as you guys can see, I really haven't eaten. I'm not a person who can eat and talk. Like, it's just hard for me to do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. And yeah, I can't wait to get into some more videos, lifestyle videos, fashion videos. And yeah, so go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And I appreciate the new subscribers. You guys are amazing. You guys know I said I'm trying to grow my channel in 2021. So let's give a lot of good energy, positivity, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video. But I love you guys and thank you for watching.